Okay, this is just some commentary to show you guys how to play the ZDPS Witch Doctor. So it's going through a public greater rift 105. So when you get into a rift, one of the first things you want to do is try to get as many fetishes as you can. And to do that, spamming the haunt can help with that. You also want to try and get 10 stacks of soul harvest as fast as possible. And then of course having your toad of hugeness up at all times. When that's all up like it is now, you can see here your damage mitigation is just unbelievably good at that point. So here I'm just running around, continuing to spam my skills. Really any time your soul harvest is up, you do want to use that whenever that's up. So you can use a num lock for that. And then whenever you're using your totem that makes everything dance around like they're at a dance party, you usually do want to prioritize that around larger mobs, but with how often, you can tell here how often it refreshes, you can kind of just spam that. So here I'm just running around next to this elite, spamming that, and when the elites are jumping around, they don't really do any damage to your party. One of the things that you can do as well, so this one of the tools I'm using right now is the slam dance. So it basically gives additional damage for your party by increasing their attack speed and all of that. So that's really nice. Now if you feel that the survivability of your party is a little low, you can actually change that to the one that helps reduce damage to your party. So that could be a useful one that you can switch in between. So there's a lot of flexibility in between what you're trying to use. So again, here I'm just running around and using all the skills. Now whenever you target with your Pyronado, you do want to target the elites or large mobs, because when that is active on something that you hit, those mobs, wherever you hit with that, take increased damage as well. So, and anything your toad of hugeness, which is a hex, activates, you just turn them into pigs there. When that happens, they also take increased damage as well from your party. So you always want to keep that running. And as you can tell here, look, all these mobs, all these arcane beams, you really don't take too much damage. If you stand there for prolonged periods of time, yes, you can die, but as long as you're moving around a little bit and paying a little bit of attention, you'll be good. And this is a greater of 105 again. So now luckily here we got the shield pylon, so here we're not going to be taking any damage. One of the things that we did have on our cube, or what we're wearing, is going to be the Nemesis bracers that allows us to proc elites. So you do want to be the one that touches all of the pylons, and you do want to let your team know that ahead of time if they're unaware of that. So you're just cruising along with a shield on you. It's just super relaxing. And one of the nicest thing about this build is that you don't have to be a high Paragon level at all. While I am Paragon level of 1100 here, I mean, you honestly could be a Paragon level of 300, 500. It really doesn't make that much of a difference when you're running a ZDPS build. Obviously, you'll be a little tankier if you're high Paragon level, but it doesn't matter too much on that. And it's very forgiving too. If you make like a mistake, actually move into a large mob, you're not going to really take too much damage. So you try to lead as much as possible. Your mobility is not necessarily the greatest, out of everything, but in all different classes. But you can usually keep up with the party. So here I put that totem down, so those are jumping around. I threw those toad of hugeness down whenever I can. And see, the party's just cruising along, killing everything. With the party comp, some things you can consider is as long as you have 2 other DPS in the party, usually, if it's in public group or you're playing with people that you know, you can play ZDPS. 2 other people with their DPS is plenty. So here I just throw down the totem and we're cruising now. And they should shortly be able to kill it. It's relaxing here. And if you guys are interested in seeing how that build actually, how to put the items for the build, I did have another video talking about that as well. So, but this is to show you how to really play that build and how to play that ZDPS Witch Doctor, which is a lot of fun to play. Yep, and it's shortly down. And see, Warlock's down. 105, random party in public. Oh, party for Greater Rift. Just slightly under 5 minutes, so not bad.